What's up guys, my name is Tom, welcome back to another video. Today here for another reaction video of the F1 2020 liveries that are being shown these last few days. And then for the Haas and Mercedes today we're going to see the Ferrari. And there is some apologies for not posting this video yesterday, is that I had some stuff to do and unfortunately I couldn't make that video yesterday. But fortunately I'm here today to talk about the Ferrari. I'm going to do the Red Bull as well in a few minutes time, and then hopefully today I'm going to do the Renault that should be released today. It's not going to be the full car, it's going to be just some sneak peeks of the Renault, like they said on Twitter. But today we're going to focus for now in the Ferrari, and it's red, but it has a little bit of more reds than the last year's car, and yeah, it's okay, but I'm kinda disappointed with the delivery because it's more than the same. It's basically the 2019 Ferrari with the mission winner logos. And I'm kind of disappointed, to be honest. Yes, the sponsors are in different places. Like in the front wing now we have the Mission Winnow and the Shell V-Power as well. But in a nutshell, kind of disappointed. I like the numbers of the drivers. It reminds me the font of the numbers of the multiplayer car on the F1 game. So that's kind of funny. It was the first thing that... But what Ferrari said and everyone said on social media, I think this is the same numbers that they use in one of the Ferraris from the 90s, and let me say that looks pretty decent. But the rest, the livery is the same. Cody's are not going to have almost any work to make this skin for the F1 2020 game, and even the modders they're going to make, they are making the F1 2020 season mod. So like I said, a bit disappointment, at the same time a little bit more happy, I should say, because we have more red. But I don't usually do aero analysis, but today I'm going to do, because I think it deserves to be talked about, because this Ferrari shows a more aggressive aerodynamics. So if you don't know, in the 2019 season last year, Ferrari struggled a lot, especially on the downforce side of things. In the engine department they were very strong, as we could see, especially at the Italian Grand Prix and the Belgian Grand Prix, two places where the engine, I think, is the most important thing in my opinion. And yeah, obviously it shows from the success that Ferrari had in those two race weekends. And this year Ferrari seems to be not kidding in terms of downforce. I think for what I'm watching, I think Ferrari can have a good car in the downforce department, and hopefully they can challenge Mercedes. I hope that they didn't compromise the engine, because that was always a strong point from Ferrari since 2018. And I'm going to show you the aero parts that I think are different in this car, and they should help to gain a few more time to the silver arrows, hopefully. Starting at the top, we can see some wings. This reminds me of the McLaren from '98. I saw some people on Twitter showing the McLaren '98. For the place where the air enters in the engine, we have some two winglets, one from each side. And that was pretty interesting to see, and really surprised as well, because if you don't know, in 2019 the regulations changed, where it said that the aero would be more simpler, but definitely this is not simple. And Ferrari, it seems that found a way to sneak through rules, you know. And it seems that these two winglets are illegal, which was pretty impressive to see, considering that now the rules require more simpler aero. So I was really surprised to see that. Well, another thing is on the barge boards. I'm going to put the photo of the front. You can see, it's not the barge board, sorry, it's in the mirrors. You can see at the top and in the side of the mirrors, we can see a little wing, and that was very peculiar to see, because Ferrari had already put some wings, I should say, on the mirrors in 2018, but then FIA banned those wings on the halo that connected the halo to the mirrors. But once again, it seems that Ferrari found a way to put the wings on the mirrors, but this time they are not connected to the halo, are connected close to the headrest, so probably they wouldn't be able to connect with the halo from what happened in 2018. Then is on the barge boards, we can see a wing in the parallel sides on the horizontal of the mirrors, and it's connected to, I believe, to a little bit at the top of the barge boards, and then connected to the front of the barge board. So that was pretty interesting to see. We are seeing a Ferrari that has a very complex aero, comparing with the previous Ferrari from last year, and let's see if the other teams, the challenger teams like Mercedes, are going to bring a more aggressive aero car, because remember, the car that we saw from Mercedes is not the W11, it's just a livery. I believe it was the Spec A car from the last season. So hopefully can we see the bigger teams putting more wings on the chassis of the car. That would be really interesting to see. And another thing is where the place where the two winglets at the top. Are you seeing the place where the air enters in the engine? You're seeing like two connectors, two bars, I should say. They are connected to the top of the cockpit, I should say. I'm not a pro in this aero analysis. Hopefully, I'm studying engineer at the moment at university. Hopefully, over the course of the years, I can be a little bit more precise in these things. These two connections that we're seeing, I've never seen this on a Ferrari. I don't remember to see this in a Ferrari F1 car from the modern hero. So once again, another proof that Ferrari putting some aero innovations, and hopefully, like I said, I'm going to finish the video already. Like I was saying, hopefully Ferrari can be competitive this year. It's their last chance before the rules change, and that would be really good to see, because beating Mercedes in the last year of these this Formula 1, I should say, before the new Formula 1 comes in 2021. But to conclude this video in a nutshell, yeah, the livery is the same. I'm disappointed, but at the same time, I'm just a little bit happy because the numbers of the car look pretty good, pretty decent, and we're seeing a little bit more red. I'm not a fan of the matte. I definitely prefer a more shiny red. But well, what we can expect from Ferrari, a team that is very, very conservative, I should say. But hopefully, with these aero upgrades, probably this is not going to be the car that we're going to see in the first day of testing. The same for all teams. But for my MC, I like what I'm seeing. More complex aero, this can mean for sure more downforce, and I hope that Ferrari didn't distract on the engine department, because they have a really good engine. It was the only thing that could beat the Mercedes, and I hope that Ferrari doesn't waste that good thing that they had since 2018. But guys, that has been the video for today. I'm going to I'm going to record now my instant reaction of the Red Bull that has been shown a few minutes ago, and I'll see you guys for a brand new video next time. But for now, it's goodbye.